So again, the first thing we're going to do to put this in vertex form is we'll put brackets around the first two terms, and we're going to take out the factor of the coefficient for the x term. So this is going to be 2 times x squared minus 5 over 2 x. And then outside the bracket, we have the minus 1. And if we, again, you can check, just double check to make sure that when you expand this quickly, that you end up with the same question that you started with. Now, we have to find a perfect square trinomial or form a perfect square trinomial for what's within the bracket. And I'm going to give myself a little bit more space back over this way a bit. So this is going to be 2 times, and inside the bracket, we're going to divide this negative 5 over 2 by 2. So negative 5 over 2 divided by 2 is then, or we can multiply by a half, which is negative 5 over 4. And then we square that value. And that's going to be then 25 over 16. And so we're going to write this as x squared minus 5 over 2x plus 25 over 16, subtract 25 over 16, and then outside the bracket, we still have our minus 1. So now we want to take this outside the bracket so that we end up with what we need for forming our perfect square trinomial. So we end up with x squared minus 5 over 2 x plus 25 over 16. And then outside the bracket, when we pull this out, we have to multiply by 2. And so this will be 2 times negative 25 over 16, which is negative 25 over 8. And we're going to write that, I'm going to express the minus 1 as with a denominator of 8. So that's going to be 8 over 8. Now we factor this perfect square trinomial, and this is going to be x, and it's going to be our minus 5 over 4 squared. And minus 25 over 8 minus 8 over 8 is equal to minus 33 over 8. So now we have our vertex form. And in the solution may also appear as minus 1.25, and this is really 4 and 1/8, which is 4.125.